Somebody just hit me in the brick with the face. I'm alive. My face is feeling all kinds. And some people over here are just la-di-da-di-da watching. As if it's entertainment. There's no way that you're gonna know that somebody is this innocent, perfect victim before you actually offer help. Like, you're never gonna know. It's either you want to help or you don't want to help. Let's find the vibrations. What's up, Eliens? It's Simply Elle, and I'm back again with another video. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're not, if you're an alien, you know it's the regular madness. It's the regular madness. Thanks for coming back. So today's video is something new that I'm going to start. Simply drama, because there's been a lot going on and I am here to rant about it. Okay, we're ready to get into it. Today's drama that I want to talk about is the girl who got hit in the face with a brick. For like a couple of days now, maybe like close to a week, we have seen on social media the video of I think she's an influencer, Row Reports, who said that a man hit her in the face with a brick because she refused to give him her number. Does this sound familiar to anyone? Any ladies out there, does this situation sound almost triggering, almost too close to home to you? Because it did for me. I saw and I read, woman got hit in the face with a brick for refusing to give a man her number, and I was just like, oh my god, I know this too well. So I literally couldn't even deal. I wasn't ready to face it, to be honest. It's kind of like that is triggering to me, so I'm gonna hold off until I actually feel like I'm able to consume this information, because I could not do it. I couldn't do it. When I eventually did start actually looking into the situation, my thought process was, who is this man? Because the video was of her saying she got hit, then there's videos of her in the hospital, and then there's videos of her outside the hospital. But I haven't heard that, that this man has been found. And the thing is, right, she was in an area where there was a lot of people. I didn't see clearly like the amount of people that were in the video, but I did hear other voices that were not hers in the video. So that made me believe that other people were around when this happened. She said that no one in the area, no one around did anything. She mentioned that he got in a car and left. Nobody got a license plate, nobody got a picture or anything to identify the assailant. No one called the police. So this story bursts out. She goes viral. You would expect everybody to want to, catch this person that's going around feeling bold enough to hit people in the face, near your head, near cranium, near medulla oblongata, near hypothalamus, with a brick. I would assume we want to find this person. Who is this man? No. Instead, it became a social justice issue and an issue between black men and black women. Why? We're focusing on the wrong thing, okay? We're focusing on the wrong thing. People went and started doing their research on the girl's social media and started seeing other videos that she's created. And there was even one particular person, another player in this game, came out and said that, oh my god, I was there and you guys need to know the full truth. I was there and I watched the man hit her in the face with a brick. And I did nothing. I didn't help her, because why the heck would I help somebody who was asking for it? Why would I lay my life on the line over somebody who was asking for it? Somebody who was provoking getting hit in the face with a brick. That's basically the gist of the video, because the guy just kept saying that we don't know who we're standing up for, telling us that we're jumping into conclusions. He's saying the woman was taunting the man, that she's a troublemaker in the community, and she goes around slapping white men. I did see her slap people. And I was wondering, because there are a few things about the video. I've been on the internet for a really long time. Nobody, whether white or black or any other race, nobody is standing there for you to slap them in the face and like nothing happens. The men that were being slapped consented to the slap and apparently compensated her afterwards. But when I was watching it, it did rub me the wrong way. Like, why do you think you could go around slapping people? It seemed a little satirical too when I watched it. It was almost like, what the fuck? If this was real, then she's crazy and needs to be stopped. And if this is not, then okay, I can see the satire behind it, but it's just not content I will consume. It never made it okay in my eyes that the guy, that what she went through was justified, or that she asked for it in any way, or that it was less of a crime, less terrible that she got hit in the face with a brick. Every time I say it, it literally doesn't ever sound right. Because what? I don't know why this guy felt the need to give us exposition about her social media, because that's really all he talked about. He couldn't provide details of what actually went on in that night, besides she was taunting him and she was asking for it, and he would have watched again and did nothing. If he could, he would have watched her get hit in the face with a brick. He wanted an encore. He wanted an encore to a woman getting hit in the face with a brick. It's okay. It's okay. We are watching you from the high places. Now let me tell you something. The girl is not somebody I would personally be friends with. We don't have the same interests. Even the content she makes, I don't like it. She's not personally somebody that I would subscribe to or even follow. Excuse me. The only reason why I know who Raw Reports is because of this issue. She's a woman that I know from Adam, that I don't know from Adam. And her views on trans issues are views that I disagree with vehemently. I don't agree with a lot of ideologies that she has, but I'm not gonna throw a celebration or try to make it a revolution that she got hit in the face with a brick. I don't believe anybody should be getting physically abused over words or you're hurting your feelings. Kika, you don't need to. Do you want to know the Kika? This man who was supposedly present there and did nothing and was proud and coming to proudly say with his full chest, babe, he didn't do anything while a woman was being unnecessarily assaulted. Actually, like that attempted murder. The man who said he was there while this whole situation went down turned out to have lied. He made the whole thing up. What I believe he did was go on this girl's social media and thought, this is the girl who is saying men should be protecting her. Ele, this one. Guy, would you ban me sick for him? You should be ashamed of yourself. You really, really should. Because what you did was so unnecessary. Not just unnecessary, but dangerous. It made you happy to see her get hit in the face with a brick. So you thought, hey, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lie and say that I was there, and I'm gonna say that she antagonized him because I know there are other individuals in this world that would agree with me, that will believe what I'm saying, because it's a version that they like better and that allows them to justify a woman getting hit in the face with a brick. This is why people don't feel safe around the likes of you, XY chromosome having human beings. What am I what were men supposed to do? Are we supposed to lay down our lives? We have some family and all this and that and the third. Don't get me wrong. I will always believe somebody should have helped her. But I stand in that and still understand that there are people who A, can't fight, B, can fight, but they're not a violent individual. They can hold their own, but it's only when it's necessary. I get it, because you have a lot to lose. Your life, your freedom, anything can happen. I don't know who this man is. Nobody knows who this man is. All we know is that he's a dangerous human being. So I can see why you want to proceed with caution. Nobody is asking you to jump in and start ooh-ing the guy. She's likely the easier person to calm down than an irate, dangerous man with a brick. It's easier to remove her from the situation if you had to. That's one thing you could have done. Secondly, you could have taken photos of this man or video evidence of this man doing what he's doing to her, or when they were arguing, or the situation, whatever, when the situation got heated, just in case. The man allegedly got into a car and left. Nobody got license plate numbers. Even if you didn't record it, you didn't write it down. We all have smartphones. Okay, maybe not all. That's a little privileged of me to assume. We have a phone that can write down numbers and letters. Shibi, even a common flip phone. The license plate could have been recorded. That's one thing you could have done. Called 911. Give a statement. This is what happened, officer. Even if you want to tell them the story about her slapping one guy before. The fact is, the police only care about the crime that was committed against her. Whether you like her or not, or believe in the same thing that she believes in, she was a victim in this case. Can we go into the dictionary and actually read what a victim is? A victim is not somebody you like that something bad happens to. A victim is not somebody you agree with that something bad happens to. A victim is a victim, period. The amount of men that were having, like, as if their favorite football team won the Super Bowl or something, like they were literally having a field day because a man hit this woman in the face with a brick. That's, I can't even comprehend. And girl, let me talk to you. After this, after your face calms down, auntie, go and invest in defense for yourself. Stop shouting about people and nobody helped me, nobody helped me. The situation has happened, no one helped. It's sad. It's sad that no one did a single thing. I know. But let's get back into the reality of this world. You're a woman. You're a woman with strong opinions. You're a woman who wants to stand up for herself. You need to be able to do that all the way. You need to be able to stand up for yourself when situations get dangerous. You need to be able to get out of a bad situation. Sometimes proving a point is not worth it. You know how your face feels. I don't know if you'll ever see this. It's probably not. But girl, go and invest in self-defense classes. Go and get licensed to carry. Defend yourself. Be able to defend yourself. Maybe learn how to disarm somebody. When he was holding that brick, maybe you can use whatever style they teach you to make him drop the brick and you run away. Me, I do not go anywhere that I know will have a population of more than 3 men. I don't step out. When I go and I see a group of men, especially black men, I will go to the other side of the street. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to feel. I don't need it. I don't care how you feel. This is my personal lived experience. Me going to the other side of the street doesn't hurt anyone. It protects me. Because I know no one is coming to help me. I know that much. And a small tiny thing. Anybody can snatch. Walk outside and somebody will get ping ping ping. I don't play that. I did not come to this life to suffer, or I did not come to this life to be killed over nonsense, like a man being horny. That is going out sad. I'm not gonna speak on your beliefs. I'm not gonna speak on what you believe in. That's none of my business. We don't agree, that's all. But I don't think you should have been hit in the face with a brick. Take notes. If you're talking about the situation with a man that you know, listen very carefully to what he's saying. Let me finish up my point, basically addressing the girl.
Okay guys, I'm back. I did not finish recording that day, and I decided to just redo it on a different day because I had a visitor.
Where I stopped at last was basically giving Ro, the influencer involved in this, some advice. And now that she's experienced this, I hope she takes precautionary steps in making sure she doesn't find herself in a situation like this again. We can't control what other people do, but we can definitely control ourselves and what we choose to do and what we decide to do. So that's one thing I do have to say, because we can't keep expecting strangers to just come and help us. We're not in a movie. Yes, somebody should be kind and want to come to your aid, but let's come back to reality. Let's come back to reality. They are speaking out loud. You need to hear them. They're not protecting anybody that is not connected to them personally. They have a right to say that. What they don't have a right to, however, is to defend what happened to you. They don't have the right to justify what happened to you. They only have the right to choose to not help. That should be your mentality all the time. Nobody is coming to save me. Okay, so I need to get myself out of this situation. So like I said, take precautionary measures. These are the 5 major things that I do, and I'm sure a couple of other women would agree. This is safe practice when you go outside. Be very, very mindful when you step outside of the comfort of your home. When you go somewhere that you are not familiar with, even if it's with people you're familiar with, always be mindful of your surroundings. Keep your head on a swivel. Like, don't get carried away. Don't lose God. Go out in a group. Make sure that you're not out somewhere alone. Make sure you're out with people who care about you and will have your back if anything goes down. Make sure the people that are around you are people who have your best interest at heart. Next thing, watch your drinks. Watch the amount you're drinking and watch who is giving you the drink. Okay? Just because a guy wants to buy you a drink does not mean you have to accept the drink. Once you drink, if you can't buy your own drink, do not drink anything. If you cannot buy your drink for whatever reason, I don't know if it's monetary or not, but if you cannot buy yourself a drink, don't drink. Be in the club or at the party sober. Honestly, it's better to be sober than essayed. And the last thing, for me, this blankets everywhere. Whether you're at the club, the library, at school, at church, in the hospital, and at work, on the train, on a bus, in a taxi, in an Uber. Survival should constantly be on your mind. It's not fair, it's sad, but it's true. Especially as a woman. This is the advice everybody should take, but as a woman, survival should be the only thing on your mind. I noticed very early that when you do something that's a hit to a guy's ego, they can either take it one of 2 ways. Okay, they will accept it in a mature way. Definitely they will feel something, but they respect your decision and they'll leave you alone. Second way is like the mad person that hit this girl with a brick. Like the person that can start shooting guns at you for rejecting them. It's like the person that hit you with a skateboard. Those are the other type of response. Me, I don't know. I don't know the type of guy you are. Once I see a man approaching me, my spider senses are already tingling. My woman senses are tingling like, ooh, danger, danger, caution, caution, caution. Probability of safety is going down. As they're coming closer, it's going down. So I'm already like figuring out a way. I've used all kinds of lies. I'm gay. I don't like men. No. I have a boyfriend. It doesn't work because a lot of them don't believe you. So what I've done is my screensaver and my background is photos of me and my boyfriend together. That's one thing you could do. Reject it, and if they're trying to tell you, oh, you're whining me or you're this and that and the third, this is my boyfriend, please leave me alone. I beg you in the name of Jesus, leave me alone. or and to give them your number. I'm so sorry to say it. Give them your number, okay? They'll call you then and there, but guess what? You can block them. That's common practice. It's okay to block. It's okay. Nobody's above blocking. We're just sham blocking straight away. Once you are out of the situation, you know I'm gonna make it home today. No brick on my face. Nobody's spitting on me. Nobody is calling me a B word. Nobody is stressing me out. Nobody can tell who is gonna be an insane human being or not. I can't tell. Survival needs to be on your mind constantly. Anything to survive. Don't let it get violent. Sure, mistakes happen, things slip through the crack, but try as much as possible to be in control of the situation, even as the person being yelled at. To the people, any situation he has confirmation bias. Translation to you people who are using this situation as confirmation bias, we are watching you. We are watching you from the eye places. We are watching you from the eye places. Because all you had to say was, what happened to her was not okay, but I'm not putting myself in a dangerous situation for anybody. It could have stopped at that. You people saying she's a troublemaker, you people saying she causes trouble in the neighborhood, you don't know that. You've only seen her TikToks. You've only seen what she allows you to see. Sure, you might not agree. Even me, I've said it. She is not for me. Okay, I'm not over here slobbing on her knob. I'm not. A woman was hit in the face with a brick, and people are telling me that it was deserved. I'm sorry if I don't believe you. I don't. You are chatting shit. You are chatting rubbish. To me, it's unnecessary. Okay, it's unnecessary because, one, nobody is asking you to lay your life down for someone you don't know. We're not asking you to come and be booing anybody. We did not ask you to be in front of us. We're not asking you to be Bruno Mars. I'll catch a grenade for you. Throw my hands on the blade for you. This is not that. We all know about the bystander effect. We all know what it is, okay? And it's part of what brought rise to the saying, if you see something, say something. That's all that's being asked, okay? We're asking that you offer help in non-violent ways. You don't have to fight the person in order to offer help. It can be as something as collecting necessary information for when you call 911, or when the police get there, for an ambulance to show up, get the license plate number, have a description of garage to go, give a statement, your account of what transpired between both parties. Be honest. This is not advice that's meant to affect one side versus the other. No, this should help everybody. If the assailant has, escaped or run away or something, make sure she's safe. Make sure she gets a ride back home. Help her call an Uber. You don't have to pay for the Uber. If she has a phone, you can make sure she calls an Uber, make sure she gets in a taxi, get home safe, or make sure that she's handed over to the police. Make sure that she's at least safe. She or he. That's what I would do if it was me. I'm not gonna face that man. I can't. I would just get her to calm down and leave the situation. Say something that will make her calm down. Because Auntie Brick is not a joking stuff. If it's in the event that she's already been hit with the brick, next step is getting her to call the cops, to record whatever needs to be recorded, getting evidence, whatever that may look like. That's a way of providing help. That's a way of doing something. That's a way of showing that you don't believe what happened to her is right, because there's no way anybody in the situation right then and there knows anything about her social media. Nobody knows anything about who she is, what political ideology she believes in, what type of LGBTQ ideology she believes in. Nobody knows that in the moment. You just see somebody being attacked. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? No, you don't have to put yourself in danger to help somebody. The literally only example that men are using right now, or people who are of this argument are using right now, is literally, you want me to lay my life on the line. You want me to risk my life. You want me to be like Batman or something, or some superhero, this and that. No. Nobody's asking you to stand in front of a bullet or between somebody and a brick. There's more than one way to step in when something is going awry. This part of the video is titled The Simulation, because this story is very convoluted. This is the timeline of how I was seeing information. I saw the thing of the woman getting hit with the brick. Then I actually watched videos about her getting hit with the brick. Then I watched the video of the man who said he was there. Before watching the man's video, I see her TikTok videos that people, you know, made a compilation of in order to justify their stance on not helping. Then I saw the man who came to discredit her, who tried to discredit her. Then I saw that that man was also discredited, and it turns out that he might have lied about the situation. And now, at the time of recording this video, I now have even more information. I've been privileged to wait a day to actually finish up the video. So what I'm about to add right now is something that I didn't know yesterday. And that's why I'm adding this last segment, the simulation. Amidst rumors of the guy being a liar, there are now rumors of Ro's story. Ro, the influencer who got hit in the face with a brick. This whole entire story might not even be true. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Imagine that! She may not have even been hit by a brick. This whole situation might have been a hoax. It might have been a hoax. Is this another Carly Russell situation? If this ends up being a hoax, then the one good thing that would have come out of it is that there isn't a man out there just running around deranged enough to hit someone in the face with a brick at the slightest provocation. That is one thing that I would say is a silver lining if this does turn out to be a hoax. It also makes me wonder if we're freaking living in a damn simulation. Because hoax left and right, hoax everywhere. Is everybody okay? Can we stop with the hoax if this is a hoax? Why are we faking things that could happen in real life? Things that have happened to plenty women. Not just allegedly Ro. This is such a realistic ass situation. The reason why Carly's got so much attention was also because she used a realistic situation and children. Now if someone hears a story like that, it's like, I don't know. If this turns out to be a hoax, somebody in her situation, in Ro's situation, getting hit in the face with some crazy object like a brick or a skateboard is gonna get the side eye. Unfortunately, we didn't see the man actually hit her with a brick. We didn't. There are people who look like they were in the video that she recorded coming out to say they did try to help her. They called the cops. But then there's also another video of someone calling Houston PD, and they said they never got a call about anything of such going on. So I just don't know. I'm tired. Okay? Because are these social experiments designed to see like what responses would be to a story of a woman getting hit in the face with a brick for not giving a man her number? Is that what you guys wanted to know? Is like what would we think? What would we say? Well, you have your answers. Another thing I wanted to mention, for this to be possible, Ro would have had to have a whole network of people, including but not limited to a special effects makeup artist, a man and a brick, a bunch of bystanders or people outside the location in order to either corroborate or add doubts to her story. How else did she make us kind of almost believe what she was doing? Okay, right. And a hospital room or somewhere that looks like a hospital room, and then record in every situation to get credibility. We didn't see what happened that led to it. Not saying that anything could have made it okay. I feel like at this point you understand where I stand on this. I don't believe she should have gotten hit with the brick, and I do believe that somebody should have helped her. So far from what I've learned from this is that there are people out there who will do anything to justify unnecessary violence against someone if that person is someone that they don't agree with or someone that they can't benefit from. And I hope we find this man. If, you know, this story turns out to be real, if it really happened, I really need them to make that guy priority. One of the priorities. He should be found and he should be punished for doing that. Like, for real. And I mean, I don't know if it will happen, but they need to find that guy. Alright, aliens, that's it for the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I really hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to leave a like and make sure that you're subscribed and have your notifications turned on so that you are notified anytime I drop another video. Thanks so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!